Hello everyone, I welcome you all to the quick solutions of All India Akash test series. Today we will be discussing a test paper which was held on the date 23rd December 2018. Test is O4 and the code is A and B. Here I will be solving the botany section for you. So let's begin with the first question, which is question number 91. Question says, during study of a cell, a student observed extensive compartmentalization of cytoplasm in it. So here we have a hint of extensive compartmentalization of cytoplasm. Guys, we have learned in our classes that extensive compartmentalization is a remarkable ability of a eukaryotic cell. So let's write down that here we are talking about eukaryotic cell. Now, identify a feature from the following which cannot be. So we have to be cautious enough that we have to see which cannot be associated with this cell, which is a eukaryotic cell. So let's see. The first option says presence of carbohydrate storing plastids. That can happen. Eukaryotes can store carbohydrates in the form of amyloplasts. Then presence of locomotory structure composed of proteinaceous microtubules. That's also possible, as we can have cilia and flagella, which are composed of proteinaceous microtubules. Students, please notice that presence of mesosome is a property seen in prokaryotes. Please remember, I will make a small diagram for you. Consider this is a prokaryotic cell and this is the outermost layer. Let's consider this as the cell wall. So let us say this is the cell wall. Beneath the cell wall, what do we observe? We observe another boundary, which is cell membrane. You can also call it cell membrane. Now students, why I'm talking about this? The reason is that in case of prokaryotes, the cell membrane can undergo certain infoldings, also known as invaginations, forming mesosomes. Yes, and these mesosomes, they are a characteristic feature of prokaryotes. So, therefore, clearly we can say that this is the right answer because we were asked for prokaryotic cell. And here in the question, we had to check out that which of the following cannot be associated. So clearly, students, the right answer to the question would be presence of mesosomes. But it would be unfair if we don't pick up other options. So let's see the fourth option. Fourth option says presence of organized nucleus with nuclear envelope. This is associated with eukaryotes. A well-organized nucleus is seen in eukaryotes. So, therefore, let me write down the answer is answer number 3. We already knew it, that mesosomes are found in prokaryotes. Now, let us proceed to question number 92. Question number 92 says, which is the main arena of all cellular activities of a cell? We know, students, that cytoplasm is the hub, is the place where all the cellular activities do happen. I can clearly see it's a very simple question. I will tick mark this question and I'll write here. The answer is 4, that is cytoplasm, where all the activities happen to take place. Let's move further to question number 93. So here we have question number 93. The question says, select the odd one out with respect to the functions of an elaborate network of proteinaceous filaments found only in eukaryotic cells. Now, here we see an interesting hint given to us. Elaborate network of proteinaceous filaments. Can you guess that? What is the elaborate network of proteinaceous filaments? Yes, it is cytoskeleton. So cytoskeleton is the elaborate network of proteinaceous filaments, and they have a job to do. For example, they provide mechanical support to the cell. Very true. They help in the formation of locomotory structures like cilia and flagella. They also help in maintenance of the shape of the cell. And the only thing they don't do is carbon assimilation, which is given in option 2. Therefore, students, we can see, as we were asked, select the odd one out. Carbon assimilation is odd one out. So we'll write down answer is option 2. Now let's move further to question number 94. It says, which one of the following holds true regarding ribosomes? Option 1 says they are single membrane bound cell organelles in all cells. Students, please notice this is absolutely incorrect because we know that ribosomes are membraneless. They are not membrane bound. Second option says they were first observed by Camillo Golgi, which is again incorrect because we know that Camillo Golgi has discovered Golgi apparatus. And here we have to write down Palade. Yes, Palade was the scientist who discovered ribosomes, and which is why sometimes ribosomes are also referred as Palade particles. Option 3. Each ribosome has got 2 subunits. I totally agree on that. A larger subunit and a smaller subunit. Now, which remain united with each other due to a specific concentration of magnesium ions. Very right, students. We have learned that for the association of the dimer, the larger and the smaller subunit, we need an optimum concentration, a specific concentration of magnesium ions. And if the same is not maintained in a proper ratio, the dimer will not get associated. This statement is absolutely correct. I'm happy with it. But let's see statement or option number 4 also. Option number 4 says 60S subunit of ribosomes are usually associated with cisternae of ER in most of the bacteria. I think some of you might have selected this also as the correct choice, but this is incorrect. Let me tell you, students, that we have learned, yes, we have a nucleus, and with the nucleus we have this ER, and we also know that ribosomes are attached to ER. Let us say this is one ribosome attached to the ER. We also have learned that ribosomes are attached to ER via the larger subunit. Okay, which is 60S in case of eukaryotes. So what do you think? Is this statement right? But if you clearly observe, notice that here we are asked about bacteria. Bacteria in first place will not have 60S subunit, rather will have 50S subunit, and does not have a luxury to have the cisternae. Cisternae is not there, ER is not there, therefore the statement goes incorrect. I hope you have understood the mystery of option 4 also. So yes, students, let me write down that the right answer here is option number 3. Answer is option 3. Now let us take up another question, which is question number 95. 95 question says, select the features which are common to both ER, that is endoplasmic reticulum, and Golgi apparatus. First statement A says, both are the sites for synthesis of lipids and steroidal hormones. This is incorrect because, students, this attribute is specifically ascribed with SER, that is smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Second statement B says both are composed of cisternae, tubules and vesicles. Yes, that's true. Both of them do possess it. Then statement C, it says that both are the parts of endomembrane system, which is right. Both of them are the part of endomembrane system. Moving further, statement D, both help in the formation of plasma membrane during cytokinesis. This statement is incorrect, student, because this property is assigned to, or this job is done by Golgi body or Golgi apparatus. So I'll write down Golgi apparatus. Okay. So what do we see? We see A and D are not the common features to E and R, but B and C are. Therefore, the right choice would be option number 2. Let me write down. Answer is option 2. Now let us take up another question, which is question number 96.